Well, guys, I had a ball joint break on the damn Honda. Oh, yeah, you like that. Pulled the half shaft out of the freaking boot. Bent this all around. The tire came back around, whacked my daggone fender. Got it there, pulled it out away from the door and stuff. The tire was all the way back in the wheel well. Look what it did to the rim. Chewed it all the way up. That's where the ball joint hit it, where I was coming down the road. I've done everything on this suspension except for the lower ball joints. And it had no warning, it had no play, nothing. So I don't know what its issue was. Well, I do know what it was. It was wore out. But like I said, it never... I checked it when I did the uppers and they seemed like they were fine. They weren't loose or anything like that. It never had no rattles. And I was going down the road, literally go get a battery for the vet because I was going to fire it up. I pulled it in the garage yesterday and the battery I put in it 5 months ago was already bad. So I was going to exchange out for another new one. And was on my way to switch batteries out and I was going down the road and it went pow, and then the car dropped on its side and pulled real hard, and I had enough momentum to get up in a driveway of an Arby's. So I called a tow truck. A buddy of mine came out with his truck, picked it up, brought it home. So I just want to let you know, it's just my luck. Try to fix one thing and another thing breaks. And I can't drive blue because I can't drive it in rain because the wipers don't work because there's no wiper motor on it. And the wiper motor shorted out for the headlights, so I can't drive it after dark, which is going to be dark here in probably the next half an hour, so that kills it for tonight. So I'm going to try to go tomorrow and get a ball joint. And this half shaft, one of the bearings is laying there. I'm going to pull it all apart and clean it and re-grease it and inspect it and see if it's okay. I don't know. I'm broke, to be honest with you. I had a jackass I did some work for, brake job and stuff, and she has not paid me in 2 months. So that kind of puts me in a bind. So, yeah, so I'm going to have to get into our emergency funds, and which I don't have much. I think I got enough just to cover this thing if I have to put a half shaft in. So, just want to show you the kind of carnage. Yeah, so much fun. I got another rim. I got 2 extra rims for the Honda that match. I'm going to have to change that rim out. I just freaking had new tires put on a couple months ago. So I'll have to take over a tire shop and have them switch tires out on the other rim for me. I literally had 2 tires going flat the other day and had those repaired like a week ago. So it's just been non-stop. I've got a 05 Impala coming in for a oil pan gasket, which that'll help out a lot, but I'm not looking forward to it because you got to unbolt the motor and pick the motor up to get the mount off, because you can't access the like 4 bolts or something, 5 bolts that are underneath the motor mount on the 3800. So I'm not looking forward to that, but like I said, that'll help out because the money I'm getting into is supposed to be for the kids' Christmas. So yay. Luckily I got work coming in, at least one job coming in, so I can take care of this stuff. But yeah, I'm just bummed, man. I was trying to get the vet fired up and fiddle fart with it for a little bit, and now it's behind the garage in the driveway with a dead battery in it. The battery's so bad I can't even freaking hit it with the booster box. It was like cranking really, really slow, and it just would not start. So, and of course there's water in the gas tank again. I think it's migrating in through the damn on a filler neck again. I need to put a new whole sending unit with a filler neck and all that on the vet tank, because I think it's run, and I sealed it up best I could, and I swear it's still getting down in there, because I did have it started up last night and it was running like total crap, like it had water in the gas again. So rather than getting a chance to drain the tank on it, check and see if it had water in it, fiddle fire with it, put a battery in it, try to get it running and winterize it, which is what I was going to do, was winterize it. Now I gotta mess with the damn Honda. So just a word to the wise, if you think you got a ball joint or something wore out, replace it. I should have known something was going on because it got stiff in the front end over the last few weeks, and I'm like, why does the front end feel stiff when it's got all new joints up front? You know, inner and outer tie rod ends, upper ball joints. Didn't even think maybe the lower ball joints were binding up and were just wore out, so that bit me in the butt. anyhow, I hope you guys like my channel. Please like and subscribe, and I will do a video if I can, because I'm going to try to rebuild the half shaft. Back in the day when I worked as a mechanic in another shop, we used to actually rebuild half shafts, just rebuild the CV joint ends. Because back in the day, you could get all the parts to rebuild your CV joints rather than replacing the whole shaft, because at that point in time, shafts were a lot more to replace than they were to rebuild. Well, now they're cheaper to replace than they are to rebuild, I believe. But like I said, I'm just going to get a boot kit for it, pull it all apart, check the needle bearings, grease everything up, make sure it's all clean, no dirt stuff in it, and put a new boot on it and see how that goes. It's just, I don't know how old them damn CV joints are. I know they've been in there since I've had the car, and that's the only other thing I have not changed on it. When I did the transmission, they were good, so I left them alone. So I'll keep you guys informed, let you know what goes on with the half shafts, and if I do pull them out and clean them up and rebuild them, I'll show you as far as cleaning them up and putting the boot and stuff back on, put it back in the transmission. But hope you guys have a good evening. Please like and subscribe, and take care. Bye-bye.